Here we are trying to set Internet Explorer. Okay, it's launching. Let it launch. Okay, it completed. Okay, it launched Firefox also. Okay, let me comment that and we'll go through Internet Explorer. Okay, see here. Similarly, there is a file okay related to Internet Explorer exe file that I downloaded and I am setting in first statement, and then there is a class Internet Explorer driver. If you want to open IE browser, you must create object of this class. Okay, in this we are creating that. Okay, like this, which browser you want to use, you have to decide and then set the property and then create the object so that it will launch.
Okay.
So backend it launched it. Okay, here due to some security issue, I got some firewall. Okay, message. So throughout in our testing, I am going to use Chrome browser because I am going to use Xpath for finding the elements. Okay, Anil has covered it, how to find elements based on Xpath and CSS. Okay, he covered many things which might be useful in future. Actually, we won't go that much complex elements finding because almost we will try to get our elements easily only with just text and at the rate of attributes. Okay, based on attribute or text we can find the elements easily. Okay, so today, in addition to this last class, what I have discussed is, let me uncomment this Chrome browser because I am going to use it. Okay, so after launching browser, okay, if you want to open some URL, okay, you must use get method. Okay, get method. Let me comment this remaining lines. Okay, using get method, whatever the URL you will pass as an argument. My intention is here I am going to open google.com. Okay, that's why I am passing Google website address as an argument to get method. Suppose if you want to open Citibank, just enter its URL. Okay, then it will launch that. Let me run it once. Once if you launch the URL, your required URL, next thing is you have to perform some of the operations like click or sending some data to some of the input fields and then clicking on some buttons and then reading data from some text fields or text area, etc. Right? So here I want to click on Gmail. Okay, so if I want to click on Gmail, first I should find that element. See here, generally, if you want to click, just Gmail, click on Gmail. If I tell you, you guys can see and click it immediately. But program cannot understand it. Okay, internally, to display this Gmail on this web page, there will be a corresponding tag in the backend. Okay, we call these as web elements also. Okay, so we have to find this web element based on XPath or CSS or n number of ways are there. Those we are going to see it now. Okay, there are 8 ways to identify this element. See, whenever you right click and click on inspect element, automatically it will highlight the element which is actually responsible to display that web element on the web page. Okay, here whatever it is highlighting in blue color, this tag is responsible for displaying that Gmail element on the web page. Okay.
So I have one doubt. I am writing this program just driver.get hp google.ca. So program is running successfully, but like the way you are getting the pop-up Google and opening on your screen, in my case it is opening at the background. Like although,
Okay.
so what can be the reason?
Yeah, that okay. Last class also you asked about that, right? Whenever you run the actually here general settings of your browser, Chrome browser, they might have set like or it's a tip your system setting or browser setting. I am not sure exactly. Whenever pop-ups or new browser comes, don't make it visible. Open it in the background. Like that, some settings might have done it. Just to Google it once. Okay, how to make it visible or bring it into focus like that, so that if you enable that settings, automatically it will come.
Maybe I have a maybe I have a MacBook. Is that the reason? Maybe.
Might be because I don't have much idea on that MacBook how it opens. I did not use it. Maybe that might be the reason. If any one of your friends are using MacBook, just ask, check with them once. Okay.
Sure.
It was me the last week. I asked the same question. Same thing happened to me, Venkat. This is awesome.
So, okay. Last time Rahul asked. Okay. You are also using MacBook only?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that might be the problem. Maybe some settings or something. Okay. Just Google it once. Okay, when we run Selenium programs or when we open browser, it is opening in the back end. Like that, just
And there is a message also. Probably I don't know. It is a MacBook issue. MacBook. It's not an issue. A message at top is coming. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software.
okay. That is not because of Mac. Okay, that is not because of Mac. It's not a problem like a small line will come on top here, right? It's not a problem to click that one, right? We have something called Chrome options. Okay, tomorrow same thing I will show here in my TP also, and then I will try to accept those. I will show that one in tomorrow's class. Okay, you will be getting one more line here. It is controlled by something, right? For that we have something called Chrome options. See, whenever you open some sites, we will get some message like pop-up or those kind of things. Automatically, if you want to allow pop-ups like that, if you want to do some settings, we have a class called Chrome options. Similarly, if you are going to use Internet Explorer options, one class is there. If it is Firefox options, one class is there. For that class, so many attributes are there. Those attributes, just if you set it to true, then automatically that message will disappear. Okay, we won't get that message. Okay,
Okay.
that I will show in tomorrow's class. Okay, but please check this one with someone else. How to make it into focus whenever you open, how it should open in foreground instead of backend. Okay.
Okay.
See here, whenever you enter some URL in get method, it will open that. Okay. Once if you enter that, the next thing is I want to click on Gmail. Okay. For that, first I should find out the element which is actually responsible for that. Okay. Once if you find that element, then on that web element only you can perform the operations like click, send keys, or read text from that web element. Like that we can perform the operations. Okay. Today we are going to see that. And for example, here I am going to use XPath. Okay, in my explanation, one or two examples I will show related to all the. Actually, Anil, when he covered finding elements, he mentioned 8 ways: based on ID, based on name, based on tag name, based on class, based on link test, based on partial link test, right? Based on XPath and CSS. I will show one example for each one, and then most of our sessions will, okay, almost will cover XPath. Okay. See here, I am going to find this element. Okay, how to find this element based on XPath, using XPath, how to find this element. Okay, anchor tag whose text is Gmail, right? Anchor A tag means anchor tag. Okay, see here how to find the XPath slash
So,
slash.
lot of background noise.
Okay, hello guys, can you please go on mute? Okay, anchor tag whose text equal to Gmail. Okay, not Chrome driver. Let me copy it. Gmail. Okay, how many elements it is returning? One element. So I can use this XPath to find a Gmail element. Okay, because it is returning only one web element. So it's we can use it. We won't get any ambiguity. If you are getting multiple web elements with the same XPath, okay, then we should not use that because at the time of executing script, WebDriver will be in confusion to click or to send keys or to perform some operation, which web element it has to use. Okay, it will be getting some confusion. That is the reason we should not use those kind of experts. Here I am getting, yeah,
Can you show the expert one more time?
yeah, sure. So,
I have question on this page. So when Anil was showing the elements and console can be seen on the same page. How to see that in same page? At top the elements are showing and
okay,
bottom the console.
here, okay, this one let me show. Let me try it once. No, here. No, it is not coming. Let me check it one. If Anil logins, I will ask him. Okay, here some of the settings are there. We will get both on the same page. Okay,
Okay.
let me try it one more time. If it doesn't
Brother,
work,
there is no separate setting for that. Just inspect, then escape key should open the console.
okay. Inspect and escape key.
Yeah.
Anil, I tried escape,
Okay.
but it's not opening.
Oh. You want both a web element data and the console on the same page, right?
Same page. He used
Yeah.
to get below console and all right. That he wants to see at the same time. Generally, like this, we will be having some option. When we click on that, we used to get earlier. Let me check. No.
Hit the escape key.
Escape?
Uh,
Yeah.
What's
No.
For me, it's working. So I don't know.
Yeah, now it's coming.
Okay.
That escape only. After that I got this. Let me try it one more time. Okay.
Yeah, this looks okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now $X. Okay. And then see here. We if you take any web element, okay, a tag. Let me explain this. This is a tag, okay, and this is a tag start or opening tag. Another one is starting with slash a. This is a tag closing tag, okay, opening tag and closing tag. Whatever the value available here is called text, okay, a tag text, okay. So each element means tag, we call tag also as element, okay. So each element or each tag is having text, okay. In addition to that, in the opening tag it will be having something called attributes, okay. That attributes, name attribute, okay, it is having some value, name value, okay. Similarly, id attribute, okay, it is having id value. Like this, in open tag it will be having attributes also. Now if I want to find this web element, either I can use text, okay, or else I can use attributes also, okay. So based on text or based on attribute, either ways you can find this element, okay. Got it? Now here what I am doing, I am trying to find the element based on text. See here, here to before Gmail, it is open tag of A, okay, this is close tag of A, in between text is there. Based on text I am going to find the element, okay. If you are going to find the element based on text, okay, in XPath this is the syntax, okay. $X, sorry, slash slash, okay, tag name. Which tag is that? Okay, tag name, okay. I am writing in angular braces, that means based on tag it will change, okay. Text equal to, okay, this is whatever I will write in angular braces, that will change based on your tag or your source code, okay. This is text value, okay. This is how we'll write, okay. If you want to find the XPath based on attribute, okay, tag name, and your is fixed, and attribute name equal to, in single quotes, okay, attribute value, okay. This is how we'll write XPath, okay. So now I am going to find this A element based on text value. How to write? Slash slash, okay. What is the tag name? A tag name, find A tag, okay. So whose text equal to Gmail, okay. Text value should be in single quotes. Similarly, same element I can find based on attribute also, okay. Find A tag whose name is, okay, name attribute is, okay, name value, okay. Got it, guys? So if you have a number of attributes, you can use any one of those attributes, but you have to make sure it should find that element uniquely. If you use that attribute or XPath, right? That attribute in XPath, it should able to find or return only one element with that XPath. Okay, it should not return multiple. If it returns multiple, you should not use it in your program. Okay, now a tag at the rate id equal to id value. Okay, got it? So throughout my session, I am going to use these two. If you guys have any doubt in this, please ask me. Okay, this is how we'll find or identify a web element based on text or based on attributes. Okay, if you want to find element based
So
on
what is the difference between the text or attributes name? Like, cannot I find both in similar way? Like, what I'm trying to, because you write it in two ways, XPath or in a normal expression. So is it a combination every time we need to use, or like we can use any one of these easily?
any one of these two examples, any one of these.
Okay.
Okay,
So
see here. Now I am going to cover one more in few minutes. Okay, that may clear. See, consider my web page contains only one A tag.
okay.
Okay, at the time I can write simply. See here. I am telling you guys go and find a tag. Okay, forget about this programming. I have a web page like this. Inside that only one A tag is there. Okay. At that time, if I ask you guys, hey guys, show me A tag. If I say like that, directly you can go and show this A tag. Venkat, A tag is here, right? If there are multiple A tags, in that case, if I ask, guys, show me a tag, then next question is, you will be in ambiguity like, hey, there are multiple A tags, which one I have to show, right? At that time, I should tell clearly, specifically, guys, show me a tag whose ID is this or whose text is this. With that also, if you are able to find two, then again you will throw a question to me. There are two, which one you are asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like this, in an 8 ways you can find the same element. Okay? So, if you want to use either text or attribute, just this is the syntax. You can use any one of them. Okay? No problem. But you should be able to identify that element uniquely using this syntax, whatever you will write, or the XPath expression, whatever you will write. You use any attribute or text, no problem. But it should be able to return only one element. Okay? Got it? Yeah. Now let me proceed to another one. See here. Here there is a method find element. Okay, see, let me write it. Let me comment this. Let me start from the beginning again. Okay, I am able to launch the interested site. After that, this driver, that means that Chrome driver, okay, object is having a method called find element. Okay, find element. Okay, that find element, you can find the element. What it will do is it will find the element, whatever you are telling. That condition, whatever I told just now, right? Find a tag or find a tag with this text. Find a tag with this attribute. Like that, if you specify that condition, okay, based on that, it will find. Similarly, here based on XPath, I am going, there are a number of ways. CSS, XPath, based on name and all. We'll see soon. Based on XPath, I am going to find the element. That's why by XPath, I am going to find the element. Okay, that XPath value, you should pass it as a string. Okay, what is the XPath? See here, this one. Okay, now what is the use of this one? Yeah, this console. What it will do is, before using it in your program, you are going to make sure this XPath or whatever the XPath I am identifying will return unique element or not. How to check? Okay, just if you write that XPath here, okay, you pass your XPath as a string argument to $x. Okay, what it will do is $x means X path you are passing. With that X path, it will try to find the elements in that web page and it will return how many it can find with that X path. That means one web element. So you will get confidence like, okay, this X path is proper, I can use it in my programming. So that when program runs, it can find only one element with this XPath. Find element can find only one element with this XPath. Okay? That is why we are using this console. Okay? Before entering that XPath in your program, you are checking it one more time in console. Okay? To make sure it is proper XPath, it should return only one element. Okay? Now, that XPath I am passing here. Okay? So find element. This method what it will do? See here, find element will return a web element. Okay? So web element means that a tag only. Okay? It will find that element and it will return to you. Okay? Based on this XPath, it will try to search the whole web page. After searching, it will return that web element. Okay, if it is returning directly, see here, int c equal to, consider int variable sum equal to 10 plus 20. I can write like this generally, right? Or else int x equal to 10, comma, int y equal to 20. Like this also we can write. After that, x comma y equal to sum. Either way is possible, right? That is why this is like a data. One web element came. On web element only we can perform click operations. Okay, see here all these are web elements. Okay, this field is one web element, such one, maybe text area or text field, this is, okay. This Gmail is one web element, images is one web element, whatever you are seeing on web page, all those are web elements. On web elements, you can perform click or you can perform sending data, right? Or some click, like that you can perform any any operation on the web element. Okay. Similarly, this driver dot find element, what it will do? It will find the element based on the XPath whatever you are passing, and it will return that web element. Once if it return the web element, directly you can perform output of this one. What is the output of this one? It is web element, because find element will return web element. On that data, directly on that web element you can click. Okay? Or else what you can do is you can assign to a web element variable. Okay? Web element okay, any name, we equal to, like this you can write, and then you can write we dot click. Got it?
No, can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah. See here, driver dot find element. What it will do is it will return the web element. Okay? Driver dot find element will return the web element object. On web elements only we will perform either click operation or entering data into that element or reading data from that element, because all these are web elements only. Okay. In that example, what we will get, this Gmail web element we will get. Okay?
Hmm.
On that, I want to click. Once web element is available, directly it supports click like that. Okay? Web element object. Okay? Or else directly you can click, or you assign that web element to a variable and then click it. See, assigning to variable, that means same web element only I am storing in another variable and then I am performing click operation. Okay? Got it?
Oh, okay.
It is like this. Directly you use 10 plus 20 and assign it to some variable. Okay? So my operation is performing sum. Directly on data you perform, or else assign to some variable and then use that variable for performing operations. Okay, some operations. Got it?
Yeah.
Similarly, here I want to perform click operation. Directly perform click operation, or else assign it to a variable, the element whatever you will get, and then in next step you perform click. Okay? Both are same only. Okay? Here output of this find element is one web element. On web element you can perform any operation like click, sending data, XYZ operations. Okay? Directly you can perform, or else assign to web element type variable and then perform it. Okay? Anything is okay, fine. Okay? Now, this web element is what element? That is the XPath of this Gmail, right? So here while giving names to web elements, give some meaningful name. Tomorrow if you want to read, easily we can read. Oh, this is no need to see this full thing. Just by seeing variable name, you can tell, okay, this is Gmail. Okay, after that, what he is doing, he is finding Gmail element and then he is clicking on that Gmail. Okay, so it is easy for reading later. Okay, just if you give WE instead of Gmail, so again, tomorrow if you want to go through the code, you should go and see what is the XPath. Okay? Oh, this is the XPath of Gmail. So this W means X Gmail element. Okay? He is clicking on W means he is clicking on Gmail. Like instead of that, always give meaningful names. Okay?
Okay. Instead of we can directly name the Gmail, right?
Yeah, correct. That is just a variable, meaningful variable names we are giving. Correct. Okay?
Venkat, do you recommend writing it like this or just adding click at the end? What is the better?
Hello. Voice is not clear. Can you please speak a little louder?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, fine.
So, what is the way you recommend to write? Using dot click at the end or defining the variable and then using like you've done now? What is the better way of writing?
Okay, directly click or assign it to a variable. See, suppose if you don't want to use this XPath or this element again and again, okay, in next steps, directly do click. If you are going to use the same one next time, at that time just if you do click, its web element will not be stored in particular variable. So you cannot reuse it later. Okay? Best approach is assign it to a variable and then perform the operation. Okay?
Okay.
Because we can reuse it if it is required later. Okay?
Venkat, I have a question. I don't know if it's a silly question or not. If you go to this XPath, this one particular XPath, that web element Gmail.
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
So the XPath expression is $X, then A takes Gmail, right? But when you are passing there, you are not passing the entire expression. You are just passing like just go to your program. The $X you are not using. So
Yeah. Okay. You are see here $X is not part of XPath. Let me show this example. This is only XPath actually. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, this is only XPath. Then why are we using dollar means in that console, right? That Google developer tools. This one is the Google developer tool. There is a method dollar $x. It will take your XPath in the form of string and it will try to find the matching web elements. So we are going to use dollar $x method just to check whether our XPath is correct or not. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, it is not part of XPath. Okay. Similarly, if you write the CSS dollar like that, one method is there. Okay.
Okay.
So all those are different methods in this console, developer tools console. Okay. It is not part of XPath. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Only whatever here in Notepad I am showing, that is only XPath. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got confused there.
Yeah. Now it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Now, see here, let me run this program now. So, it open the browser and then it will enter the URL, okay? After that, it will try to find the element, okay?
I think your Gmail there is some spelling mistake I saw in your program.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, correct.
It's Gamil. It's instead of
Yeah,
Gmail. Just-
gaming, correct. Yeah. In that scenario, if you write XPath wrong, right? That's why to make sure we must check it in console and then from there we have to copy paste. Okay. See here, with that it did not find any element. I am telling in this whole web page, please search for or please find a element whose text is okay Gamil and return me that. But it did not find. Selenium is telling I am unable to find that element. That's why it is throwing an exception. Exception, what is exception? It is a runtime error, right? When it is executing, at the time it tries to search for with this XPath, it tries to find a tag with the text Gamil. It did not find it, that's why it returned an exception. That exception name is no such element exception. Okay? So from this you understood, right? Whenever you try to find an element with invalid XPath and all, okay, then you will get this kind of exception. Okay. Now, if you go little right side, here you can see that XPath also. Then see here, you are trying to use XPath. Okay, this is the XPath. I am unable to locate element with this XPath. Okay, got it? Now, whenever you guys get error like this in future, just see right side, okay, where is it failing, and you try to correct the text path. Okay. Yeah, let me write the correct one, Gmail. Okay. Whatever we are going to discuss in today's class, okay, those are very important and almost every day, okay, 90% will use today's methods only. Whatever we are going to discuss today, these things only will use in next classes also. Okay, while I am explaining, if you guys got any doubts and all, please ask me immediately. Okay, see here, it's clear. So it clicked on that and then we got Gmail login page, right? Now let me try to enter some data into that field. Okay. So this one I am removing it. Guys, can you guys find the XPath of that Gmail in your systems? See, click on this, okay? Once if you click on this, if you get this, okay? If you don't get, directly you will get the login page. Okay, this one I will discuss it in tomorrow's class. Okay, in between, just now we saw one advertisement page, right? On that also sign in is there. Once if you click on that sign in, then only you will get this. Okay, now you guys please open this Gmail and then tell me the XPath of it.
This signing page.
Yeah, exactly. In sign in page, email or phone, this is there where we enter email address. Okay, see here, my cursor is blinking there. Okay, right click and click on inspect. Okay, now like this. You guys also please try to find the XPath of this in your systems.
Sure.
Here, what is the web element here?
Use the tag input and then attribute type.
Yeah, correct. Web element or tag both are input tag. Okay, for input tag, okay, this is the input tag and we have to find this tag, right? So for this we have to write XPath. See here for input tag, is there anything like, see here, input tag here in this example, it looks like this. Input tag, okay, and it is having some attributes here. Okay, it doesn't have any closed input tag. Okay, that means some tags doesn't have closed tags. Okay, clear? See here, input tag. Okay, so based on attribute only we have to identify here, no other option. Okay, now next question is we have to find out input tag. Always we should try to find the elements based on 90%. Okay, 90% we have to find the element based on data what we can see on GUI. See here, see what is it showing here? Email or phone. Okay, email or phone. Related to that, you can use any other attribute, no problem at all. But some of the attributes which we cannot see here related to that, let me show here. Email or, 1 second. See here, area label is email or phone. This is what we are seeing on GUI. Okay, now I can use type email also, no problem. Okay, I can use class also, no problem. I can use JS name also, no problem. But see here, class attribute value is showing some, looks like some random alphabet, random number or randomly picked alphabets, randomly picked string. So if I use this one, now maybe my console may show, okay, you found one input like that, it will return one input web element. But next session when it opens, okay, this class value again it will generate randomly and it may change. At that time, it may not find my input tag. Okay, got it? So by seeing this value, some of the values, some of the attribute values are looks like randomly generated strings. So we should not use those kind of attributes in our XPath or CSS. Okay, see here, class showing like this. Okay, guys, in your session, is class showing the same value what I am seeing here?
No, in my I have a MacBook. I don't know. It's not. It's something different. Not showing like this.
Yeah, class value, right? So
Yeah.
like this. So it may change. So we should not trust those values. We should not rely on that. Now, which one we have to use? 90%,
Just
whatever we
the
can
class
see
name
on.
is the same for me. At least when I see that.
Hello?
The class name that you highlighted, in my
Yeah.
image, it is showing the same value. Ending Z, AQ, ABF.
Okay, maybe this might be the same. Ending with ZH, first one WHSOND, 0ND.
0ND, yeah, that is it.
Yeah, maybe just in that scenario you can use it, no problem at all. Okay, but why I am telling this one is we don't know. If you open 2-3 sessions, then only we will understand like okay, though it looks like random generated string, but it is a constant, always same string only we will get like that, right? If you use 2-3 times sessions and if you check, then only we'll understand.
Yeah,
For
I
that,
think
it
same thing
takes.
happened because for me, 4.5 Chrome browser was there opened, so that's why I think it was showing me different values.
Yeah.
I just closed and opened now one Chrome browser. I can see that input because earlier that input tag was not showing at my program.
Okay. So from this you can understand like we should not use all the attributes, right? We can use it, but in future we may get problem. So what kind of attributes we should use? Okay, whatever things we are seeing on GUI. See here in GUI, email or phone it is showing, right? So related to that, email or phone it is showing now means for other guy also in another session also it should show the same value. Okay, internal things whatever we are not seeing on GUI may change, may or may not. So it is better always try to use the attributes, okay, or text which you can see on GUI, okay, so that your program will work always. Clear?
Okay.
Now, if you write type email also, everybody will get same and every time will get the same. But type email is good. Okay, that also you can use it. Okay, area label, whatever I am seeing on GUI, that attribute also you can use. Okay, then remaining are not that much reliable. Okay, got it? Guys, any doubt in this?
Yeah, Venkat, I have doubt. I don't know. Can I share my screen with you? Because
Yeah.
in my case, input type showing as password, but this lot of different things are showing. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. Input type is showing password means you might have entered Gmail ID or email ID and then you might have clicked next. Okay, next one is like, let me show that. abc@gmail.com. After clicking on this, okay, could not find this. Let me write. See here, this is password related, right?
Okay.
Here, for password field, it will show input type is password. Got it?
Okay.
So you might have entered it already. See here on
Okay.
top. Is it showing mail ID for you?
Yeah, actually, mine was automatically logged in, probably. So,
Yeah, because you might have used the code which I passed on last day, right?
okay.
There, just to understand, I entered some mail ID also and then I used click also. That's why it entered and it reached this place. Okay, in that code. Check once. If you see the code, okay, in that code it is there. Entering password also. Okay. Sorry, entering mail ID also like this.
Okay. Check it.
Yeah.
But
Last week,
I,
whatever. Yeah.
I failed to identify the XPath for this one.
Yeah, let me show you. Gmail, right?
Yeah.
Where we enter mail ID for that, right? Let
Yeah.
me come back and let me show that. See here. For this, if you want to find XPath, okay, right click on that and see here dollar $X because whatever I am going to write that is a XPath. Okay. Now slash slash what is the tag name?
Input.
Input. Okay. And then open array index braces at the rate attribute name. What is the attribute name? Area hyphen label. Okay. Maybe you might have entered some spelling mistake or something. Just we'll see once. Okay. Is it working or not? Okay.
Okay.
So I am using attribute value also. Syntax, did you follow correctly this? See here,
Yeah. Okay.
it is showing input tag. Okay, one input tag. Okay,
Okay.
so is it working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then all of you please enter that XPath in your workspace, in your programs. Just to try to enter that mail ID in Gmail. Okay. I think that is there in my last class program. So no need to enter. Just you guys understood how to enter. See here.
I was not part of the last program, so I need to see that program.
Okay, let me. Only this line only I entered in last class.
Okay.
See here, only this line. In addition to driver.get, these two I have in last class. Other than that, I did not cover anything in last class.
Well,
Okay?
emailed and emailed. Okay. Just a second.
So I found the element based on type attribute, and then once element is available, that element we can perform click or enter data. For entering data, we have a method called sendkeys. Okay, sendkeys, whatever you will pass the string argument, that will be set to that text field. Okay, or to that input field. Okay. Similarly, I am trying to find XPath of next. Okay, XPath of next. Okay, and immediately instead of assigning to another variable, what I am doing, just I am clicking on it. Okay, let me run this program. Guys, any doubt in this? Okay. It entered email ID and then it clicked on next. Okay.
So here, Venkat, instead of whatever XPath you have given input at the rate type.email, we need to put the actual XPath, right? Whatever we just find out.
Yeah, this is also actual one only, correct only. But here I used on that day just first element only, first attribute only I picked it. This time another attribute we picked it. Okay, but good one is you use area hyphen label because that one we are seeing on GUI so that okay it will work always. This input type mail also will work. Okay, with this also it will find always uniquely. Okay, but class and JS name, these kind of things where we will find by seeing that name only, class value or JS name value, those values looks like some random generated strings looks like. So better don't use those. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is always generating same, then good, we can use no problem at all. Okay. So whatever we found here in this, right, based on area label and this one, everybody will give the same input tag only, right? So on that tag only I am going to enter some mail ID. Now, is it clear for everyone? So now I am going to use some more methods. Let me write here only. See guys, in my web page, when I open inspect element, if I see only one A element, okay, I can find that element using another way. Instead of using XPath or CSS, I can find that element by name, okay, or by tag name, sorry, okay, got it? Find element by tag name. What is it mean? Let me explain in normal our syntax. Find element whose tag name is A, right? My intention is I want to find this. Okay, so based on tag name also I can finding elements by tag name. Okay, so how to write find element whose tag name is A. What is this tag? Whose tag is A or else. Okay, this is one way. If I have two A's like this, consider another one same here, A, and it has name and something ID XYZ. It has some attributes. In addition to that, it has, in addition to Gmail A, it has another A tag whose text is images like this. If I use like this, see here, whatever I am highlighting in Notepad, if I write like this, will it work, guys? Yeah, please tell me, will it work?
Find element by tag name, find element by tag is. I think it should work.
How many A's will it find?
Or whatever there is, there all.
Correct. As we discussed earlier, if you want to use it in your program, always it should return one A only, right?
Yes.
So if I have multiple tags with the same name, then if I use that to find the element, okay, then it's a problem for us. That is the reason, though we have a method called finding element by tag, okay, we don't prefer to use it. Okay, let me explain that. Okay, now we may get doubt like, okay, really method is there, then why can't we use? This is the problem. Okay, if you in web page you cannot guarantee like there will be only one element with that tag. Different elements will be there. One A tag for images, another A tag for Gmail, another A tag for XYZ purpose. Okay. Now that is the reason what I did is I wrote my own HTML page. Okay. Let me open that page and let me try to click on that. There intentionally I wrote only one a tag. Okay, just to explain, we can find element based on tag name also. Okay, just to explain that I implemented that. Let me show that. Okay, my HTML. Okay, just what is there inside that code, don't worry. Okay, this is like URL only, right? Address. But instead of, so I opened in browser, all HTML files you can open in browser. So whatever you can open in browser, you can absolutely use it in your program. You can click it. You can perform the operation using Selenium. Okay, now this Gmail one will come back to it after some time. Okay, because I want to show all the ways how to find the elements. Okay, there are 8 ways, right? One is based on tag name, right? Another one is based on attribute ID. See here, this is the website. Let me open that. Yeah, here, right? This is one website. I want to open this from my system. It is there in my system only, one web page. How to do that? Guys, how to open driver.get.
Get.
Right? Driver.get. Whatever you are passing to get method, it will open that. Okay? Now, let me open it. See here, whatever is there, already opened one, I am closing it. And now no browser sessions, just I am trying to open the HTML file or whatever is there in my system. Okay, it opened. In that, if you give some website address, it will open that. I gave some HTML file which is there in my system. Okay, now I want to click on this. Click here to get form. Like this, one web element is there. Okay, how to click on this, what I have to do, I should find the XPath of this element, right? So inspect, see here, inspect. This is the code for that page. Okay, whatever it is showing here, this is the code. Okay, forget about code. What each tag will do and all, don't worry about that. Okay, our aim is we want to click that web element. Okay, this is the tag, right? It is highlighting in blue color. That means this is the tag. Now, same tag, right? I can find in 8 ways. One is based on tag, based on ID, based on name, based on class, based on text, based on link text, partial link text, CSS or XPath. We'll go one by one. Okay? Now, see here, in this page only one A tag is there. So I can use the method driver dot find element, okay, by tag name. There is a method called tag name, okay, by by CSS, by XPath, like that we have a method called by tag name. Based on tag name, whatever you will pass, it will find the element, okay, A tag. Got it, guys? What it will do? It will try to find A tag. After that, let me click on that A tag also. Okay? So, based on tag name, I am going to find. Based on tag. Okay, based on tag name. What is the tag name? A. Okay? So, let me close this. First, let me show this manually. If you click on this, right, click here to form, it will redirect to another page where some form related fields are there. Okay, it should come to this page. It should find that element and it should click on that. Then we should get this page. Okay, now I close it. Let me run it through program. Okay, so here I am finding element based on tag name. Okay, tags, a tag. Okay, HTML is one tag. Okay, head is one tag, like that. So many tags are there. Here I want to click on a tag. Okay, based on tag name. If it is having same page is having multiple means, it will be a problem. So we should not use tag name. If it is having only one, we can use it, no problem. Okay. Now it found the element, identified the element, and it clicked on it. Right. Second one. What are the different ways to find the element? Another one is based on ID attribute. Okay. For that, direct method is there, like tag name. Okay. Driver dot.
Find it.
Sorry. Based on ID value. Driver dot get. Sorry. Find element by ID. Okay. So you pass the ID. Okay. That what is the ID value? Let me open that and show the source code once again. Okay. My HTML. Right click. Inspect. What is the ID here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. This is not. Yeah.
Venkat, I have one question. This ID value, it will remain unique for every tag?
Generally they should try to follow that, but if you follow static one, okay, hacking and all, sometimes some hacker, it will be helpful for them to hack. Okay, that's why nowadays randomly they are trying to generate the values, some of the values. Okay, so we cannot expect it is like static. Okay, that is why whatever we are seeing some, right, those if you use that will be better. Just there is a method available. I want to explain that method. That's why I gave static value here. Okay. So ID value. Okay. Dot click. Got it? I am going to comment finding element based on a tag. Okay.
You are going to, Venkat, you are going to share this program. I am not writing anything, just
Yeah,
trying to
after this session, I will send these programs also. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to understand. Just
Yeah, fine, that's fine. Okay, because you guys are getting programs, right? Mails from me after every session. I am forwarding the
Yeah,
attachment.
yes.
Yeah, like that I will send this one also. Okay, please try to understand this. Okay, that's enough. See, now I commented finding based on click tag name. Now I am trying to find element based on ID value. Okay. Okay. It is able to successfully click, right? That means it identified that element based on tag also. Okay. Now, what is the another one? Finding element based on class name. Okay. Or class based on class. Right? Based on class attribute. Okay. Let me show that finding element based on class attribute value. Okay, ID also one attribute only, right? So based on class attribute. So these are the generally every tag contains these. That is the reason. Most of the tags, not every tag, most of the tag. That's why they provided separate method for that find based on that also. That is the reason these attributes has special methods also. Okay. Now driver dot find element by CSS. Sorry, class name. Okay, class name. So what is the class name for that? Just check once here. Class name is test, right? So I am entering test. Okay. Once if it finds the element, directly click it. Okay. Now let me run it. Okay. Now another one. It worked, right? Now find based on name attribute. Okay. Driver dot find element by name okay. Based on name attribute value it will try to find. What is the name attribute value? Test a tag. Okay. Test a tag and then dot click it. Okay. Now let me run it. After this, based on linked text. Okay. Whatever you are seeing, okay, on web UI with hyperlink, that we call it as link text. Okay, let me go back here. Link text means this full thing. Okay, whatever underlined, right? That we call it as anchor tag or link text. Okay, link text means if you click on this text, it will redirect to some other page or some other website XYZ. Okay, so this we call it as link text. What is link text? Click here to get a form. Okay, so whatever you will write here, this text is there, right? This one. That is only that text value only comes like a link text. Okay. Now this value or you copy from here link text from anywhere it's fine. Okay. So based on link text, let me comment previous one. Driver dot find element by link text. Okay, so Control X, let me pass link text. Okay, dot click. Okay, it can find elements based on link text also, right? Now after that, based on partial link text. Okay, driver dot find element by partial link test. Okay, in that you take some portion of this link test here to get like that. Anything you take any substring of it. Okay, partially, and you try to find the element and then click. Okay. Okay, it able to find that element and then it's clicking it. Now, how many methods are done? Based on tag, attribute, name, 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, now, next one is based on CSS. Okay, driver dot find the element. Okay, by CSS. Okay, CSS selector. Now, for CSS, okay, like Xpath, CSS also have some syntax, right? How to find element based on CSS? Tag name. Okay, tag name, and then attribute name equal to, in single quotes, attribute value, right? Got it? Now, tag name in array index, attribute name equal to, in single quotes, attribute value. Now, how to find this? Any attribute you can use, right? Got it? Which attribute will use? Can we use test? Guys, can we use, class attribute? Okay. So, A tag class test. Okay. A class, that means A class attribute equal to test, right? Dot click. Okay, now let me run it. Okay, it find that one. 1 second. Okay, it's clear. Now, based on Xpath, whatever we have seen in Gmail is also Xpath. Just for the same one, let me show. Okay, based on Xpath. Okay, based on Xpath. Driver dot. So now you guys are understanding the importance of that CSS and Xpath, whatever Anil covered in first session, right? Without Xpath or CSS, we cannot find the element. If you are unable to find the element, we cannot do operations like click, send, input, right? Like that, right? So that is very important. Okay, please go through those sessions again and again whenever you get time. Okay, it will be really helpful. So another one is by Xpath. Now, same Xpath for this, based on Xpath if I want to find, okay, same only, there will be something called in syntax // okay, tag name / tag name @ attribute name and its value, okay, dot, you can use any attribute, just I'm using this, okay. So like this, we can find the same element in n number of ways. These are the 8 supported methods to find the element. Okay. So in XPath again, you can use any of the attributes or text. Similarly, in CSS also you can use any of those attributes or text or some XYZ, anything. Okay, whatever the possible ways Anil has discussed in previous sessions. Okay, got it? Guys, any doubt in this?
No.
So it's clear. Thank you. Now let's move to another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, Friday.
So if no doubts in this, we'll go to another one. See guys, here in Gmail when we try to find, let me comment this. Let me run the Gmail one. Okay, just I am trying to launch and then click on Gmail. Okay, let me comment this. So when we see the Gmail program, okay, so input field, input tag, where we enter username or email ID, that is also input tag, and where we enter password, that is also input tag, right? So in this page, two are there. Okay, just right click and inspect. Okay, just if you are writing XPath, right? So based on just slash dash in this, just if you give only input, what it will do? It will give all the input tags which are present in this. You are not specifying any condition like whose text is this or whose attribute is this and its attribute value is XYZ. Like that, you are not specifying any condition. Just you mention like give me input. So how many input tags are there? 7. So that is the reason we generally you may not see this kind of code in any programming because if I use tag name, I may find so many. Then it's a ambiguity to click which element. Got it? That is why tag name, ID, these are same with the ID also. Then you may get question like with ID why do we get multiple when it is a random generated or something. Consider if it is not a random generated and static, somebody needs a text field. Okay. See here in this example. See, this is my HTML. Okay. If I want in this one, if I want another text field like this, generally everybody what people will prefer, everybody will try to do copy paste, right? So whatever the required things, they will try to modify only those. See, let me open this source code. View the source code. Okay, this is the source code for that. If they want another one, just they will copy paste this one. Whatever we are seeing on GUI, only those things only they will try to modify. Okay, whatever we are seeing on GUI means only first name, last name like this. Only these fields we are seeing on GUI. Okay, so that means this first name, last name is there. Suppose they want to add something called middle name. They will copy paste the first one, line number 12, and they will change instead of first name, here they will put middle name. Okay, and they won't change. See, here only 2 attributes are there. If there are 100 attributes, okay, like ID also there. Just they will copy paste that ID value we cannot see on GUI, right? Whatever the ID value we have for that. So whatever we are seeing on GUI, only they will try to modify only those things. At that time, if you use ID also, you may get multiple tags or multiple web elements with the same ID. If they implement whatever we have discussed just now, right? In that fashion, if they follow for implementation, there is a chance of getting multiple tags with ID also. Similarly with the class like that. Okay, that is the reason best way is go for either CSS or XPath. Anything is okay, good, because there you are going to find elements based on some condition also you are mentioning, whose attribute is this and another attribute is this, and then only find. Like that you are going to specify one or more conditions on that. Okay, got it guys? Though we have 8 ways of finding elements, generally we use either XPath or CSS. Okay, in my sessions I will use XPath. Okay, just CSS Anil explained, right? Go through that one and write your CSS expressions and use CSS selector element here. Okay, and instead of find element by XPath, CSS selector, this method you use and pass that CSS value, then it will work 99% without any issue. Okay. So any doubt in this? No. Okay. Now I will give a small assignment. Just try it now only 2 minutes. Try to find the XPath for that element. Okay. Now frame example. I have another web page. Okay. Here this one is there. Okay. Frame example. Okay. This is frame example. Here try to click on. Now my intention is I want to enter data into this field, first name field. Okay. So right click and click on inspect. Okay. And there is a input tag responsible for displaying that web element. I should find the XPath for that. Okay. Now tell me what is the XPath for this, for finding? Guys, tell me XPath. $X is a method just for validation purpose. Okay. Now, XPath means // right?
Input.
Yeah, input tag name, correct. Based on attributes we are going to find. At the rate, which attribute will use?
Text. First name.
Yeah, exactly. Placeholder is the attribute name. Its value is first name. We are not going to use text here. See here, input tag only having start tag only. There is no end tag. See here. Generally, if you have a tag, when can we use text? Consider input tag. 1 second. Input tag. This is start tag, right? This is input end tag. Okay. For some elements, end tag is not required, optional. Okay. Or else some people will write like this. In the start only, if they write like this, that is only end tag. Okay. Some people don't write this also. That means if it is optional means no problem, no need to write. Okay. Now, see here, consider /input like this. Okay. Now, here XYZ. If you have some value between start tag and end tag, right? Understood what is start tag without slash? Input is tag. Here slash input also tag. Okay? Because those are there in angular braces. Whatever is there in angular braces, we call it as tag. Okay? This is start input tag. This is closed input tag. Okay? Now, in a start input tag, some attributes will be there. ID1, okay? Name equal to XYZ, like that. Or else, name equal to text, okay? Class equal to P, like that, somewhere. So all the attributes comes under start tag only, right? So when do we use text? If you have some data between start tag and end tag, in between start and end, if you have something, okay, that is called text, okay? That is called text. If you want to use that text to find your element, at that time you should use text, okay? Now, see here, does it have text? Input starting from here, and this is start tag only. There is no end tag for that, okay? So this is a kind of tag where end tag is optional, okay? So only attributes are available for this. So we should use only attribute. At the rate, any attribute name, type you can use, or else placeholder you can use. Okay. See here, immediately here if you see, another tag is having type text. So when you use input at the rate type equal to text, you will get two input tags, right? So better use this placeholder, okay? Placeholder attribute, okay? Actually what each attribute will do, that doesn't matter for us, okay? Our aim is we have to identify those elements uniquely, okay? Either use attribute or text. Now, it finds that element uniquely, right? Got it? Now, I am going to use that one in my program. Okay? This is the one. Instead of this, let me comment this. So driver.get. Here also to show, here I am going to show an example. Okay. That one we did not find in any website. Okay. That's why I wrote my own program, simple one. Okay. Driver.get. What it will do? It will launch. Which page it has to launch? This is the page. No, not this one. This is the page it's supposed to launch. Okay. Here only I want to enter data like this, hello or something. Okay. So first I want to launch this. Okay. After that, I want to find the element based on Xpath. Driver dot find element by Xpath. Okay. Now, this is the Xpath. Pass that Xpath. Let it find the element. Once if it finds the element, that is a text field, right? So use send keys to pass some data. This is test data. Okay? Okay? Whatever you will pass here, that will go, okay, to that field. Okay? Got it? Now, let me run it. What it should do? It should launch that page and it should be able to enter some data into field, like how we entered some mail ID in Gmail earlier, right? Send keys one, we performed it right some time back. We entered some data into mail ID.
Yes.
Okay. Now, see here, it is not entering that data. Though you wrote your XPath and all is proper. right? Successfully it launched that page. After that, it is trying to find the element and then trying to enter the data. But guys, this XPath is correct, right? We saw here when we opened here, we saw the XPath also. That is correct, 100% correct. No problem at all in that. But still, it is failing to enter data into that text field. Okay, see here, what is it showing? What is it showing?
No such element, unable to locate
No
element.
such element. Why is it showing no such element? Let me check it once again. The text path is correct or not. Okay, just let me right click on this. Okay, so in console $x I copied from my program. That only I am pasting here and I am clicking. It is finding it successfully, but when you used it in program, it failed. It is showing unable to locate that element. Got it?
Yeah.
Now we have to find the reason why is it failing. Okay. Now see the source code. Before going to that, I will tell one point. Generally, we have a tag called frame. We have a tag called frame. Everywhere we don't use it. Okay? Frame tag is there. What is the purpose of it? Leave it. Okay? It is not required for us. Generally, I will tell you one line about that frame. If you want to divide this web page into two parts, see here, this side left, this side right. Right? In between there is a line. Like this, if you want to divide your web page based on some conditions. See here, this web page is divided into three. Left side something, right side again there is a line. Bottom one, above one. Here again, it divided into some multiple parts. If you want to divide your web page into multiple portions, we will use frame. Okay? Frame and frame set, like that two tags are there. Using those they will divide it. Okay, forget about it. Okay, now the question is why is it not clicking it? Though XPath is proper, why is it not finding that element? Sorry, not clicking, not finding that element, right? Reason is this is the only special case. Like this we don't have any other tags. Only this is the special case. If your web elements, whatever you are trying to find, those are available inside frame tag. Okay? Those are available inside frame tag. Then first you have to switch into that frame tag and then only you should find that element. Without switching to frame tag, it will not allow you to find the elements. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, we have to go and see whether our element available inside any frame tag. If it is available inside frame tag, okay, we will write the logic of switching to frame. How to do it, we'll see soon. Okay, now first how to check whether our tag is available inside frame or not. Okay, just to see the source code, just I am expanding it to see the full source code. Go up little. Did you find any frame tag here?
Yes.
Yes, right? So, frame tag. So, my element, whatever I am trying to find, that is available inside frame. Okay? That is the reason I am unable to click on it. Sorry, I am unable to find that element. Okay? So, first I have to switch into this frame. Okay? Now, to find this element, this is also one tag, right? This is also one tag. To find this element, we have to write the XPath. Now tell me the XPath to find that element.
$.
It has two attributes, right?
Yeah,
So,
it should be SRC tag name.
$x, not dollar,
Frame.
$x.
Frame.
Okay? Yeah, frame is the tag name, correct, right?
And
After that,
at the rate name.
at the rate name equal to form. Okay? Okay, forget about that. What value and what is the tag, what is the attribute, what is the name of the attribute, what is the value of that attribute. For us, thing is we should able to identify. Anyhow, for our websites, it will show those tags. No need to know no need of knowing the meaning of that tags. Our intention is we should able to find the tag using our syntax, right? So in double quotes, sorry, in single quotes, we should write form. See here, it is not finding. Okay, it is not finding. Okay, now we have to do one thing here top. I will explain you soon. Okay, now it is finding. Okay, generally full web page, main web page is like a top. Okay, inside that if any frames are there, those it will show here. Okay, one frame. What is that frame? Form. Okay, another one below somewhere it is having iframe or something. Okay, got it? Two frames are there. Okay, always these frames are sub of top. Okay, that's why earlier it is having this. That means inside that frame. Okay, there you are searching for this frame. That's why it did not find the element. Okay, now if you select top, okay, it will show. Got it? Now, guys, understood if it is listing this empty array index means with this I did not find the element. Okay? For example, here something you missed. That means syntax, whatever the XPath you wrote and passed to $x is telling this syntax itself wrong. Okay? Got it? Getting empty one. If it did not find, it will return empty index like earlier, like this. Okay? If it finds, it will return this. If syntax itself wrong means it will show like this. Okay?
But how your program will understand to call it from top or from main HTML?
Okay. That I will tell you soon. See here, in syntax again you write something wrong, then it will show. Okay? Now, it's clear, right? Is it a syntax one or did it find or not? Now, always by default top will be there. Okay? Always by default top will be there. See here, this frame I am going to search. Okay? My intention is I want to find the XPath of this. You traverse till top. Is it there inside any frame? Not frame set, guys. Frame only. Okay? This frame is available inside any other frame? Above, on top of it. Any frame is there? No. Right? That means you should search this one inside top here. Okay? Got it? See here, consider in between head and frame set, consider one more frame is there. At that time, if you select top, right, it may not find this element. First, you have to switch to that frame which is there in between head and frame set. Okay? So you traverse above. Okay? See here, if it is downwards means these are the elements responsible to come to reach this form or to reach this input. See, head tag is not seeing in another direction. See here. Okay? That means it is seeing towards right direction. These are showing below, downwards, right? Downwards tags are responsible to come to this input tag. Okay? Got it?
Hmm.
Any doubt in this? So no doubt, right? So generally, whenever you do click on inspect, right? At that time only, let me close this and let me open. At that time only, here, see here, input is highlighted, right?
Yes.
See here in console, what is it showing?
From.
Form. Like that one frame is there, inside automatically it selected this,
Okay.
right? Automatically it selected form only. That means this element is available in a frame whose name is form or something. Got it?
Hmm.
Automatically in this drop down, right? By default, it will highlight the frame where the element, whatever you are highlighting, right? Whatever the element you are inspecting, its corresponding frame name it will show. If no frames by default, it will show only top only. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So first thing is you can see here, or else you can go above also like this, and you should try to find the XPath of that frame element if you find any frame. Okay. Now what I have to do, I should write the XPath of this, and based on that XPath I should switch to that frame before finding input tag. Okay. Now this is the XPath, right? Driver dot find element by XPath. Okay, this is for frame element. Slash slash frame at the rate whose name equal to form. Okay. Another attribute is there. We can use that also because it is returning only one. Okay. Now, what it will do? It will return that element, right? So I am storing it into a variable web element, frame element. Okay. Now I mentioned now what this statement will do, line number 136, just it will find that element. But after finding, what we have to do, we have to switch, right? Right?
Yeah.
Driver dot switch to. There is a method called switch to. Okay? Switch to frame. Okay? So pass web element as argument. Okay? So driver dot switch to. Okay? What it will do? Switch to frame. Sorry, not the text path. This web element, right? So these two should be where after launching the page, before clicking this element. Sorry, before sending data into that element. Got it, guys?
Hmm.
If your web elements are available inside any frame, how to check that? Whenever you inspect, automatically it will show here. See here, right click and inspect. Automatically in console it will show form name or sorry, frame name. Okay? Got it? Or else you can traverse up, and if you find any frame, that means that way also you can find out. Okay? To find that element, you should write the XPath and then switch to that frame. Okay? For switching, you have a method called switch to frame. Okay? Frame element you pass it as argument. Now let me run it. What it has to do now? Whatever the data we entered, it should enter into input field. Test data 1, 2, 3, 4, some XYZ. Okay, still it is failing. Now let me see why is it failing. Please check here once. Still it is showing no such element exception. Okay, here this one might be something wrong. Okay, let me check this XPath before using it. Okay,
The single quotes are missing for form.
yeah, exactly, correct. Attribute value we should mention in single quotes, correct. Thank you. Okay, if you are finding element based on attribute at the rate attribute equal to in single quotes attribute value. Okay, now it entered the data into that. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Yes.
If web elements are available inside any frame, first we need to switch to that frame and then we have to find the elements. Otherwise, it cannot find the elements. Okay.
So, general question, Venkat. So, it is always we need to search with frame, or frame name can be changed to any other name. Like we call it always as a frame, or that frame can be something else different.
Okay, okay. Tag name you are telling?
Yes.
Yeah, it is frame only. Frame like a tag, like input tag, there is a tag called frame. It is always frame or another tag iframe also there. Like frame, we have something called another one iframe. If your web elements are available inside, only search for frame or iframe. Okay?
Okay.
Something called frame set XYZ are there. Those are not related to this. Only frame or iframe. Okay?
Okay.
Web elements are tags. Anything we can call it. Okay? Web elements are tags are present inside any frame or iframe. Okay? Then we must switch to that frame or iframe first. Okay? Okay, for that, this is the example, these two lines. Okay, finding frame and switching frame. Finding frame element. Second line is switching to frame element. Okay.
So Venkat, is it common practice to have the elements in different frames, or usually
No.
have one frame?
Actually, 99% there won't be any frames because I checked some of the web pages just to show this example. I did not find it. Okay, that is the reason I wrote my own program. Then you may get question like, how did you come to know about this? When we started using our project, okay, we use frames. Our development team use frames in our project. There, in the beginning, we struggled. We wrote proper XPath, but we failed to click on that. Then later, we googled it. Okay, then we found like web elements. In case if it is available inside frame, first we have to switch to that frame. Okay. Generally, we don't find those in anywhere. In case if it is not working and your XPath also correct, then there might be a reason like it will be available in some of the frames. Okay.
Okay.
That depends upon the guys who implemented that web page, right? First we need to switch. After that, find your interested element.
Venkat, this is Tips. I have one question. Since I did not attend last class, shall I ask you one question? So I can
Yeah.
see in the above program, not this one, the Gmail one related, there is a line number 132 you have written. Driver dot find element by Xpath. So
Line number 132. Driver
yeah,
dot find. Yeah, correct.
yeah, because I did not write that, and I was just I just write get click, and I am getting some error. So I think it has some relation with this 132. So can you explain me that line? What is this line doing?
This line one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Give me a minute.
yeah, yeah.
After this, we are going to see that one only. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So first two are understood, right?
Yes, yes. First, understood.
124 to 130. Right?
Yes, those are
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah. I am going to discuss that Gmail only after this. Okay. Okay, guys. It is entering, right? So any doubt in this? Here, just I want to explain that point of switching to frame. In case web elements are available inside frame, first we need to switch to that frame element and then find your required elements and then perform the operation. Okay?
So for any particular field, if we need to enter some value, say, we need to use dot send keys. That is the syntax, right?
Yes, correct. This is send keys is a method. Okay? Got it? That is available inside web element class. Okay? That web element object is required for us to find, to use send keys. Okay, send keys are click. That is written by find element. See, its return type is web element object. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the predefined method given by Selenium people. Okay? For entering data into text fields or text area, we should use send keys, and whatever the data you want to enter, that you pass it as argument in double quotes. Okay? Similarly, like this, we have a method called click also. Okay? For clicking on web element. Okay? So we'll go back to Google site and we'll try to send a simple mail. Okay? Forget about that. Till here it is clear, right?
Yes.
Now, here, as I said earlier, instead of assigning to another variable, directly you can write here dot send keys also. Let me show this. Dot send keys, and this user ID you can pass. Okay? Sorry, here. So these two are same only. 148, 149. I split it into two lines. Here in one line I finished it. Right? Anything is okay, fine. Right?
Yeah.
Now let me run this, and after that I will go to next statement. Give me a minute, guys. I will be back in 2 minutes. If you guys want, take 2 minutes break. We'll continue after 2 minutes.
ప్రాజెక్ట్ యూజ్ చేస్తానండి ఇప్పుడు ఫ్రెండ్స్.
Okay, guys, shall we continue? Hello?
Yeah.
Hi Venkat. Yeah. So Venkat, this is Deep. I'm running the same program and I'm passing my email address, but I'm getting the error that no such element.
No such element. Okay, can you please share the screen and run it once?
Yeah, I can share my
Yeah.
screen with you.
Please share your screen and run that once, we'll see. Okay?
How can I share?
Yeah, here you can see plus
yeah.
button.
Yeah, I can now.
On plus button there is the option.
Yeah, I shared it. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, it's loading now. Okay. Yeah, okay. Then type equal to email. What is it showing? No such element, right? In console, you go little right side.
Oh, in console, this console, in the program console.
Yeah, in program console, that exception no such element it is showing, right? What is the Xpath it is showing there?
Just a second. Unable to look at element. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Reason is, see here, input. Before that, you have only one slash. Two slashes are required, right? In Xpath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just run it one more time.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Okay. This one, whatever it is showing, Chrome being controlled by automated or something, one yellow color mark is coming, right? Tomorrow, I will let you know how to disable that one. Okay, there is all these are like some settings, pop-up, disable, enable, maximize the window like that. Okay, so for that there is a special class, just one or two attributes. If you make it true, set it, then it will work. Okay?
Okay, and then stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and stop it.
Yeah, thank you. Are you guys able to see my screen? Guys?
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Then let me finish remaining things. You guys see here just what we are going to cover in next 10-15 minutes is just finding the XPath and then either click or sending data to those elements. Okay. Now after entering this, what we have to do, right click on, we have to click next. Let me show this clearly before that. Selenium standard. Generally, yeah, not this 1 minute. Frames. Yeah, this one. See here, this is the test case. Consider this is our test case. Log into Gmail with valid credentials, right? So first we need to open the browser. This is manual steps, consider. Okay. After that, enter Google URL in address bar. Okay. Now click on Gmail. For that, so this is manual steps. Okay. If you want to write program, what you have to do for opening browser?
Get browser, but
No, no, no. For opening browser. Second statement, entering address is, entering URL is get method. First one, to open particular browser, that can be IE or FE or, sorry,
oh, that
FF
is
or Chrome, two statements. For these, two statements. What are those? One is set property, right?
and then Chrome diver creating
Yeah,
object driver.
set property plus another statement is create object, right?
Yes, yes.
Create object of respective browser. Now, second one, we must use get method. Okay. After that, to click on that, here two things. First, find the element and then click it. Because we can see with our eyes and then we can click it. But the program to find that element, right? First, it has to use find element based on XPath or based on any of the 8 ways what we have. 8 ways are there, right? To find element. So, first one is find required element. Required element, okay, plus click,
Click.
right?
Let's click. Yeah.
Plus click. That is up to you in the same statement or in different one, right?
Yeah.
Next, sorry. And after that, what we have to do?
Send keys. Email address. You need to pass the email address by send key.
Correct. For that, send using send keys, pass email address, right? Using send keys, pass email address. Next one, same.
Yes.
Find the required element, that is next element, and then click on it, right?
Yeah.
Now, we are going to do this step now, right? So next element XPath we should find. For that, right click on it, inspect. So it is a tag. See here it highlighted span. Span tag whose, see guys, here span start is there and close is there, in between next is there. That means based on text I am going to find $x. See here it is not there inside any frame. That is the reason here in console, see here top it is showing. Earlier case, previously, when I select that input field, it is showing some form frame like that, right? Other than top, it is showing something means your web elements might be there inside that frame, RI frame, okay? Got it? Span text equal to this. Okay? We are able to find only one element. That too, the value whatever I use is the value whatever we are seeing on GUI only. So always it will work, no problem, right? Now, driver dot find element by XPath. Okay, this is the XPath. Okay, and then dot click, right? So after entering username, what are you doing? You are trying to click, right? After that, in one line only I did it this time. Okay, now after clicking on next, you will get password field, right? I am going to find the XPath of that password field. Okay, so input tag whose area label is enter your password. Okay, so I am going to use this $x. You can use type equal to password also, no problem, right?
Okay.
So syntax is input, that is tag name, and at the rate attribute name equal to in
Type.
single quote attribute value. What is the attribute value? Enter your password. That is what we are seeing on GUI here. That's why I am using that one. Okay. Sometimes we may not find the elements whatever we are seeing on GUI. At that time, based on this, here you only take the decision like some of the attributes looks like random generated things. Some are like okay standard ones. Okay. Now here in double quotes we supposed to enter. Sorry, in single quotes. Okay. That's why it showed error. Sorry, not here. Here. Okay. Now one element only it found. Okay. After that. So here we should enter password, right? So Control X. Click on, not click send keys. Okay, send keys. So for send keys, we should pass the argument. Here already we created a username and password. This is the username and password is this. I am going to use that password only. Okay. Okay. After entering that, again see here we have to click on next, right? Same next. See if you do right click. Okay, span tag whose text is next. Okay, that is the reason I am again clicking on next. Okay, now let me run it. Yeah, someone asked me some time back what is this line. Okay, now is it clear? Clicking on next element. Okay, got it?
Ah.
Now, see guys, here everything is proper, okay? But still it failed. Reason, you check here once. No such element. Which element? Enter password like that, it is showing. But say correct XPath only we used. Okay? Now, if you want, you check here. See that element here in console, if you see, it is whenever it is highlighted, it is showing top. That means it is not there inside any frame.
Okay.
That means it should work. There is no frame and all here, but still it failed. The reason is, see here, what happens is, it entered some username, right? See here it entered. And it clicked on next. See, it is taking a fraction of 1 second or 1.5 seconds to get this space. After click on next, to get this password field page, okay, to load this one, see here, it is taking little time. That means 1 second. See here, on top it is loading like that, yellow color one will go. Just try once again. See here it is loading and it took 1 or 2 seconds, right? Now come to this program. Here, when we try manually, we will see the browser and we will wait till that page loads or element loads, then only we will enter the data, right? But in case of programming, see it will start executing these statements. Load, Google page, loaded, click on Gmail, clicked, click on this, clicked, enter data on that, entered, and then click on next, click on next. And it won't wait. It will do click on next, and immediately what it will try to do, it will try to execute the next statement. What is next statement? Find password field.
Yes.
Once if it finds, then it will enter the data into that. But while finding right, it failed. Reason is our browser is taking some time to load that page or web elements. But program execution is very fast compared to the page it loads. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
So program is running very fast. But browser interactions, if you see any website based on net speed or based on the load of that website, it may take some time to load that page or web elements. But program will not wait that much time. It will not understand. It will go fast and it will try to perform the operation. At that time, it will try to look into that element. At that time, page is not loaded. That's why it did not find that element. So it failed with unable to locate this element. Understood the issue here? I will tell you the solution soon. Why is it failing with this error? Understood? Because there it is loading. That is why it did not find that element when it executes this statement. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
Now, whenever exception comes, in exception handle we discussed, whenever exception comes, there itself it will throw the exception and it will terminate the execution. Abnormally it will terminate the execution. That's why we got the error and it stopped executing. Okay? Now, how to add some sleep? See here, if I say here, wait for some time. If I am able to stop this program execution after clicking on this click, I am not going to stop, I am going to wait for some time. Okay? Then, by then page will load, then it will go and click on, then it will go and enter the password. For that, there is a method called sleep. What it will do? It will pause your program execution for some time. Okay? How much time that we can specify as an argument. Okay? There is a method called sleep. That method is available in a class called thread. Okay? Inside thread, there is a method called sleep. Okay? Inside that sleep method, okay. So if I want to access methods of any class, how to access? Using object. But sleep is a static method. Okay? Sleep is a static method. Okay? So using class name, I can access it because it is a static method, right? See thread. Okay? See? Inside thread, Control F, sleep. See here, sleep method is having static. Okay? So, if methods are static methods, is object mandatory to access? No. Based on class name or using class name only we can access. Okay? Now, thread.sleep. Thread.sleep. It will sleep for some time. How much time? Whatever the argument you are passing here is in milliseconds. Okay, consider, give 5000 milliseconds. That means 5 seconds. Okay? Thread.sleep will throw the exception. That's why always we should use surrounded with try catch. That I will explain soon. Okay? Maybe tomorrow. Today, maybe it will be already 7:30. Okay? There it's already 10 o'clock. We'll cover this in next class. Okay? For time being, you consider there is a method sleep. Okay? That is a static method in thread class. You should use thread.sleep. Okay? Sleep method will throw the exception. Okay? As I said earlier, if it is throwing exception, what we supposed to do? Guys,
Catch it.
there is an exception. That exception statement you should write in try, and after that you write catch block. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
so that our program will not be terminated, it will proceed. So here exception will come, like that it will go and nothing will happen. Okay? Inside catch, that is up to you. If you write the remedy, you write it, or else just a empty block also, okay, fine. But always better you write. Okay? For sleep, anyhow we are only writing. Okay? So that's why that remedy and all not required here. Okay? Got it?
Venkat, when I was doing some practice last week and I googled how to wait, I had seen a method called WebDriver wait. So
Yeah, exactly, correct. That we will see in tomorrow's class. I will explain that also now little and we'll see tomorrow. Okay?
and then
Actually,
you can also tell us what is recommended, which to use when to
yeah,
use this.
that WebDriver.wait only we should use because this thread.sleep is not recommended. Okay? Okay? Why? Why is it not recommended? Let me explain now only. Okay? Don't worry. Those after this one I will cover that only. Okay?
Okay.
See here now if I give this time. Okay? 5 milliseconds. Here also maybe after entering we can click it. Again click on next and wait for 10 milliseconds. Okay? Now it should run without failing because we are waiting after clicking on next. Now guys, I gave 5 milliseconds. If net is very slow, what happens? I have to give more time, like 60 milliseconds, right? Now consider I gave 60 milliseconds. Net is very dead slow. I have to give 120 milliseconds. That means 2 minutes. Okay? Never. And then let me go this one. I don't want to do it here. Let me run it. I will have clicked on skip. Okay. Now, if it is very slow, 2 minutes we can give. Now, you wrote a program with 2 minutes. After some time, net is very fast. Then what happens? It will unnecessarily wait for 2 minutes. Maybe at that time, it may load in 2 milliseconds. But we gave the time of 2 minutes. So unnecessarily we are making our program to wait, right?
Yes.
Now tell me, is it good approach?
No.
No, right? So just to understand, I gave this one for today. Okay? Just to make sure we should log into Gmail. So I have to give some weight here, right? So if I give 2 milliseconds or 5 milliseconds, if net is very slow or that site is overloaded, okay, more workloads on that site or many people are accessing, okay, it may take some more time to load, right? If it is very fast, whatever the time I am giving more, at that time, unnecessarily I am going to wait. So this is not a good approach to use thread.sleep. This is one of the way, but it is not recommended to use. Okay. Now the question is which one we have to use. There is a wait method. Okay, there is a wait method which is provided by Selenium people itself. This thread.sleep is Java people one. Okay. This is given by Java guys. This thread class is a Java class. Okay. Those guys also provided a sleep. Okay. So we should not use this sleep. Okay. Here understood what is the disadvantage if I use this? Either you have to wait for more time unnecessarily, or sometimes if it is very slow, I may not wait till the time. If I give 60 seconds also, after the maximum consider worst case also it may load in 60 seconds. If it is very dead slow, it is taking more time, at that time my program will fail, right? So always whether it take 2 seconds or 30 seconds or 200 seconds, always my program should execute properly without failing. Now, what kind of wait method we need? We need a wait method like Give maximum time. Worst case, see guys, if you click on this Gmail, if it is taking 1 hour to load, is it acceptable? No, it is a defect, right? So max time also something will be there. It should not take more than 2 minutes or 1 minute or 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Now I can set that time. Within that, if it loads, it should proceed. It should not wait. Here, within that 50 seconds or 5 seconds, consider I gave 50 seconds. It loaded within 2 seconds only. Even though it loaded, it will wait if you use thread.sleep. But I need a wait mechanism such a way that if it loads, whenever it loads, okay, it should go ahead to the next statement. It should go and execute the next statement. If it is not loaded, it should wait till max 50 seconds. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
I need a waiting mechanism such a way that it should, if it loads, though max time is 50 seconds, if page is available and if it is loaded, go to next statement. Don't wait till max time if it is loaded. Okay? If it is not loaded, then wait. Because if it is not loaded. Okay? Got it? So, like this, we have Selenium supported waiting mechanisms, two waits. One is implicit wait, another one is explicit wait. Those two waiting mechanisms we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay? And then we'll try to continue tomorrow with those, and after that, if time permits, we'll see. After that, anyhow, we'll get the time to see switching between windows. If we have multiple windows, how to switch between one window to another window, like that. And then we'll, time permits, we'll try to start test-ng as well. Okay? Now, for today's, what you can do is, like assignment, just try to send a mail. Till here it is clear, right? You guys can use the same code. I will forward this code. After that, click on compose. You guys use thread.sleep only for today. Okay? Thread.sleep and give that 10 seconds. Okay? So let it wait, no problem. Even though page loads, let it wait because we don't know that Selenium wait mechanism. So tomorrow I will explain. After that, we will replace those statements with Selenium wait mechanisms so that it will not wait. If page, whenever page loads, immediately it will do the operation. Okay? For today, what you can do, you use thread.sleep only for waiting purpose. Now, assignment is, once if you log into this, click on send. Okay? Sorry, click on compose. For that, what you have to do, find the XPath of compose, okay, and then do click. After that, enter address into some mail address into to field. For that, find the XPath of to and then send keys. Similarly, some subject, test mail, like that. Find the XPath of this subject and do send keys. After that, just click on send. Find the XPath of send and then click on send. Okay? And okay. After that, manually go and click on send mail and see whether is it sending mail or not. Okay? It should list or it should show your new mail whatever you sent. Okay? Guys, any doubt in this?
No.
Venkat, do you have a 5 minutes? I was having difficulty finding an element.
Yeah, sure.
So here, what the screen you have opened, can you click on the downward arrow beside your email address?
Which one?
On your screen only, where you see your email address and there's a downward arrow.
Here?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then the remove an account link. That I'm not able to see the best method to find it.
Okay. For example, you want to remove, right?
Yeah.
Right click on inspect. So here we are unable to find the XPath for that, right?
Yeah, I couldn't find a good way to find the XPath. And
Yeah.
there's also,
See
if you
here.
expand that, there's a before tag. I don't know how to use that also.
Okay, before. Before is not a tag. Okay. Whatever is there in Angular braces, that only tag. Okay. Now just with the button text, did you try?
Yeah, but
So,
with an account I cannot use. I'm not able to use that.
okay, just let me sequence. Button // button. Tag name is button. Okay. Text equal to will it work or not? We'll see. See. It is finding the button that colon before. Please ignore it. Okay. Maybe those are like having some special meaning. It seems it is not the text of that tag. Okay. Got it?
Okay. So can you expand and inspect and see if it's selecting that link only? Expand the button.
Yeah. Here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is it the same button or not?
I don't know. I tried the same. Maybe I made a mistake. I was not able to find with remove an account. But I tried again.
I did not understand.
I tried the same, but that time it was not finding. Maybe I made a mistake.
Okay. Okay. Same on generally whenever you want to use text and all right, instead of writing, better copy paste with spaces and uppercase, lowercase, we'll get it as it is. Okay. Just check once, maybe syntax is wrong once.
Yeah.
In your, or else share me the screen, I will check. Okay. So this before like this something we okay, these are some having some hidden meaning and all. This is not a text of that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay. So any other doubts?
No, I think it's too much for today. So.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Can you once show that because I was not getting it still. That what you wrote in the XPath.
Okay, okay. Can you please share the screen? On your screen only I can check.
Yeah, actually, I'm doing it on another computer and Skype is on another one.
Okay, okay, then fine. Let me open it. Just now I closed it.
And if you can copy paste it and comment it in your project, then you don't have to stay back. I'll use it from that.
Okay, okay then. Yeah, not this one. I closed that window. Let me open it. So,
It's okay, it worked now. I found my mistake.
okay, okay. What is the issue?
I had put @ by mistake in front of text. So because but that is not
For
attribute.
text, @ is not required. Only for attributes it is required. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have a nice day. We'll meet on tomorrow. Okay. Before coming to class, please try this one. Okay. This example. Okay. And compose and send mail. Okay. Try that one, and we'll continue tomorrow about waiting mechanisms, switching to new windows, and then we'll start test ng if time permits. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.